Andrea, did you have a question?
I wanted to ask about the Andrea Shalal-Esa with Reuters. I wanted to ask you about the discussions with on the L-4 contract and why that's taken so long. Are you confident that you're you say you're very close now to reaching a deal? What's the pressure that you're getting from the Pentagon? I mean, are they double checking numbers that you hadn't checked before, or what's taken so long on that program, on that getting that contract?
There's a lot of different ways to answer that question, I think. One is it's a very complex program, and we're early in the program, right? So we have a cost basis that we developed under a cost-plus type contract environment that's now being converted to a fixed-price type environment. There's a risk element associated with that contract change that's not being accounted for in the negotiation right now. We're basically negotiating the same proposal we submit as a cost-plus contract. That forces a very close examination of risk on both sides of the ledger. Government teams are looking at in detail much lower than they've ever looked at before in a proposal. And the contractor teams are looking at the same thing to make sure that we don't assume a contract that we can't execute. And we're right on the border of making sure we get that right. Okay? So that takes more time than historically has been there. There's also a movement. We're the first program to go through the Cape drill, so to speak. We're the first program to go through Dr. Carter's new vision of what acquisition reform is going to mean so that the future budgets can buy more for the warfighter and not pay as much for contractor overheads. There's an expectation in the DoD, Department of Defense, that we're going to reshape our company structures going forward, but they're not reshaped today. So we're about to take a fixed price contract with a projection on how we're going to reshape overhead. So there's a lot of new factors that are coming into the discussion, and it's taken a longer time than normal. It also is the benchmark now going forward. Every future contract will be fixed price now. So we've got to get this first one right to make sure the industry teams are capable of executing the contract the way it's stated. So it's a transition that wasn't anticipated, and it's taking longer to get it finalized.